Steve is here alongside us at pitch side with a big smile. What a finish, Steve.
Yeah, brilliant, and I thought it was a really good game. It took us a little while to settle. I mean, we know it's a tough place to come here. They've been beaten in quite a few games. Notorious, it's a difficult away game, and it started that way, didn't it? And once we settled on about the half-hour mark, I thought we were good. Yatesy should maybe put us one up, and Keenan got in a good position just before half-time. So it was very much now about half-time. Talking about okay, we're in the game now. Now it's time to really kick on, and I thought we did. I mean, listen, Millwall had chances, of course, second half, but we've had a lot more. And on the basis of that, we deserve to win the game.
Shall we just before we talk about the goal, should we have a word about your goalkeeper?
Yeah,
because those two saves late on.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Yeah, and I was thinking, because we'd missed, the chances of the game, and their keeper had made some really good saves as well. Fair play to him. And I'm thinking maybe our moment's gone, and then they nearly score straight after it. So, but it was in the nature of the game, really, wasn't it? A little bit end to end at time. Both teams trying to win, both teams committing to the game. Fortunately, we got the breakthrough.
By doing what we've talked about earlier in the season, which is keeping going, keep doing it.
Exactly, and we want that to be an everyday behaviour. It's becoming that, whether it's training, whether it's a game. We want a team, players, staff, wanting to get the best out of themselves and really push themselves. And we played some really good football second half as well. Let's not, see our centre backs really stepping in, and midfield players getting on the side of theirs, and real threat down the side as well. So. Somebody said, I know they've had some good chances, but if somebody said we were going to create that many chances of that nature before the game, you take it, especially in an away game. I'm just glad that one ended up going in.
Yeah, well, especially after the Huddersfield game, which was the last league game where you have, 23 shots or something, none of them do go in. You must be thinking, not again, surely.
Well, yeah, no, I didn't really think about that. Well, thanks for bringing it up. But, I mean, we missed, we had that little spell, didn't we, about 2 or 3 efforts, and then 30 seconds later, I seen Brees was making just as equally a good a save at the other end. So there were moments where I'm thinking maybe it's not today, but we weren't going to settle for the point. We were always going to try and win the game, and in the end, we've done it in what the game plan was. To get at their back three, to get down the sides with a slide pass and run, and showed a good bit of quality with Phil and grabs at the end.
Mentioned Lewis Grabban with his, the finish again. He's done it now 2 weeks in a row to win 1-0. It's kind of what he does. But talk to us about his new role today, because obviously with Keenan Davis playing ahead of him, it means he could be a bit more withdrawn today.
Yeah, a little bit of a tactical change. We really felt that we wanted to be positive in the game, and we wanted to go right up against their back three. And we asked Grabs at times maybe to play a bit deeper without the ball. He's an experienced player, and he's a good all-round footballer. I know he's been a striker, in his career, he's scored a lot of goals, but he actually plays the game really well and understands the game. So we really felt we could get after their back three, and we wanted to, we knew it was a hard place to come. So rather than be negative with our game plan, we thought we'd be the opposite and really go for it. So we went with that tactical change, and I explained it to Phil, and he understood it, and he could see why we were doing it. But I told him to stay ready, because Keenan looked a real threat at times today, but we know we were getting him up to speed with the 90 minutes, and that ended up being a real positive change as well. Yeah,
absolutely. And then he plays his hand in the goal as well, which is exactly what you want, isn't it? Those positive substitutions.
Yeah, exactly. Since I've been here, the role of the subs has been, we don't even call them subs, we call them finishers, and they've been finishing the game really, really well, and it's important, particularly, the second part of the season where you're going to be playing a lot of games, maybe changing the starting 11, substitutions. You need a squad of good players ready to play, and fair play to Phil. He did well for the goal, but he did some other good things as well.
We talk a lot about the attacking players for obvious reasons when you win a game like this, but that first half an hour, you mentioned there that how difficult a place this is to come, and for half an hour they seemed to sort of get in your face, didn't they? Knock you off your stride a little bit. So it's important to come through spells like that in a match.
Well, we didn't help ourselves, and that was slightly annoying, to be fair. I thought a couple of our decision makings in the first half wasn't great, but we've got a lot of young players in the team, and they need experiences like today. You think of Jed and Brennan, James Garner, the young players that only get better, through days like today. So okay, we win the game, it's fantastic, but for their learning and their development and them becoming proper established players, they need to experience that as well, because it was tough first half out was tough, and it was a matter of rolling your sleeves up and maybe not enjoying it as you would like, but having to deal with it, and to be fair to the lads, they come through it, and pleased with that. And
I know it's easy to say when you've won 1-0 with a goal in stoppage time away from home, but it's a heck of a game, wasn't it?
Brilliant game, and it's I walked out half time thinking, right, we're attacking our supporters here as well, and I really felt that would help. I mean, amazing turnout again, filled that top tier, sang their hearts out, and just they feel like they suck you in. We've done it a few times now in away games, and I'm glad that they got that moment as well as supporters, because made the effort down there. It's not round the corner, is it? And pleased that they can go home happy as well.